So today we're going to be cleaning the ProSeries blanket from Sport Innovations. And the items that we suggest and we use here at the shop are going to be simple green, a washcloth, and some type of water source to clean the rag and also to dampen it. So go ahead and get a damp cloth ready, and with your simple green that's diluted, start spraying the blanket. It doesn't matter what side you start with. You could either start with the top side or the bottom side, but our goal here is just to go ahead and spray around the whole blanket and let the simple green soak um, into the material and allow it to start dissolving and pushing up the residual debris left from occasional use to heavy use. So you can see here that I started with the bottom side of the blanket because generally that's where it's the dirtiest. And I want the simple grain to work its magic here, and I'm going to let that side soak in longer. So in the time being, I'm going to go ahead and flip the blanket over and start working on the top side. So when it comes to the top side, there's going to be a little bit more scuffs and marks due to the use of the blanket, and some things may seem to be a stain, but it ends up being just a scratch or a rub mark. But anything that you believe can be organic material that can be removed, go ahead and pay attention to those areas a little bit more and really spray down everything you see on the top side of the blanket. So like I mentioned before, specifically on this blanket, there is a lot of dirt on the far right hand side. And I'm going to use my damp cloth and I'm going to start wiping away the simple green and the dirt in that specific area. And if you're dealing with high dirt content in specific spots of the blanket, go ahead and wash off that cloth before continuing on and cleaning the rest of the blanket. This is so you don't spread the dirt but remove it. And here's the before shot, and everything was removed after I cleaned it. So after cleaning my rag from that specific spot, I head directly to the computers. You can just remove them from the pouch, wipe them down a little bit, and slide them back into the pouch. When it comes to cleaning the top side of the blanket, just pay attention to the logos and the electronics. But other than that, you could be pretty aggressive with the rest of the material when it comes to the wipe down. So once I was done cleaning the top side of the blanket, I went ahead and washed my rag and I flipped it, and you can see here that there's a lot of dirt accumulation in the front. So I went ahead and resprayed it down with simple green, and you can see that it wipes off pretty easily. And I'm going to show you here in a second when I flip that rag over the amount of dirt that it was picked up just in that one specific spot. That's why I said go ahead and clean your rag before moving on to different locations, because you'll probably end up spreading it more than you are cleaning it. When it comes to cleaning the straps, I like to spray them down more. They contain a lot of dirt, but you can't see it. This is due to it being attached to the underbelly of the horse, as well as them dragging on the floor. So just go ahead and spray them down a little bit more and wipe it down with the cloth, and you should be good to go. When it comes to the netting material, it's a little bit more difficult to remove dirt. So what I like to do is spray a lot of simple green in a specific spot and just start rubbing down those specific areas. And as you can see in my rag, it is starting to change a little bit of color as that dirt's being removed. This is a time lapse just because it did take quite a bit of time to remove some dirt in this specific spot. As you can see here, most of it was removed. It just took a little bit of time, and you can see the difference in coloration of where I was and what I need to continually do. Once you've completed cleaning the blanket, go ahead and put it somewhere to let it air out and dry before you place it on your horse or put it away.